Hi, Dav here, and today we have a new episode in the art review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of Junseo here on X or Twitter, or Noonrema at Noonrema. Oh, so they also have an Instagram. Let me just open this in a new tab because I want to see if they post pretty much the same thing. I guess not. It's just the logo. So let me go back to the X Twitter page. So I think I saw one of these, like it's a Superman fan art. I'm guessing it's based on the new film or movie that's out. It's basically Superman, but in a more positive light. And maybe this was the intended, or this was kind of the original concept, maybe. But I don't know, because I'm used to seeing, who's that guy from the recent Superman films, Henry Cavill. So I know for his Superman, he was way darker, or he almost felt like a Batman in a way. Like he had like a dark edge to him. Anyway, just scrolling through their feed, I want to see what they're made of or what they're into. It looks kind of Webtoon-y or Webtoon-esque. But I think this is from the K-pop Demon Hunter thing. Oh, I do think she's like a half demon, half slayer, right? And I think the same goes for the guy as well. I've only seen clips, not the full movie, but that's kind of my understanding. So some fan art of Jujutsu Kaisen, Toji, I believe. Okay, oh my. And I like how the drawings are kind of clean. Like you don't see a lot of initial line art, or you don't see like the sketchier version of it. Essentially, it's more like finished, more done. Oh, look at this guy. Oh wow. You know what? My guess is maybe there's a little bit of an RGB shift. I don't know. Effect added after. I'm guessing there is some texture, like some noise texture added in the end. It's not just like a pure flat thing. But look at the line work, it's super clean. Maybe it's a bit like scratchy in some parts, but I think it works because there's not a lot of line work. It's mostly in the outer. If you take away like the color, the rendering underneath, I think you would think that the line art or line work could be a bit underdeveloped, and that's kind of the perfect look, especially if we're trying to, or if you know in the end you're gonna color it anyway. You don't want too much of like hatching and stuff like that. I mean, look at the underside of these like pants. You do see a little bit of it in the bottom part, and same thing for like this armpit, in the bottom of their chin. So you do see some hatching, but it's super minimal. Like it's hardly even there. But I think that's kind of a good spot to be in, because you don't want anything conflicting. For example, for this side here, for these, oh fuck me, for these let me just click this red. Like imagine if this also had like hatching, like hatch work. I don't think it's gonna work. I think the rendering does or the coloring underneath is enough for that. In this part you don't even see a line, unlike here, right? So they define the edge on this part via what do you call it, negative space. So one side will be darker, one side will be noticeably lighter, so you create that edge without necessarily drawing a line. So their line work also doesn't always do most of the job. Same thing here. The nose or the nostrils, they have the line art, but for this side, like it feels like 3D, but there's no line art there. It's just the value of this like full shadow thing, right? Contrasting to this like lighter side that helps you see that volume. So But these types of drawings do need some preparation beforehand to get this kind of cleaner look. No idea who this guy is. Oh, this guy, I think he's from the fat guy. Wait, I think this guy's name is Najimo. He's the guy who can like transform or shapeshift. Let me just see. I can't translate it. Okay, but that sucks. Yeah, I think it's this guy as well. Oh, no one can comment. Kinda sucks, but yeah. He's from that fighting anime. Super fun. Yeah. But a lot of the work is fairly just clean. It almost looks like it's fit for sequential art. I mean, some of these can be like covers too. Oh, you do see a little more hatching for this guy, right? So it's not just like the flats underneath or the coloring that's doing the work. It's kind of both the lines or the line art plus and even the line art. It's not like super thin. It's kind of scratchy too. It almost looks a little sketchy, but in a more finished way. Oh, she's cute. Oh wow, very clean, very demure. You know, I'm noticing in their faces, they tend to be a lot. They have like a mature look to them. I do see an RGB shift effect. I don't see even like noise texture for this guy. I think it's just the RGB shift effect. Yeah, this rendering style is kind of clean. So if you're a painter, it may not, or if you're more of a painter and you like textures, it may not be appealing as much. But I think for storytelling, it's good, right? Because you don't want too much information. You just want to focus on the thing that matters most, right? And I think people who have styles like these, like, yeah, even if they're using less stuff, like they just stick to line art, they get good at sort of these flat colors, using some gradients, like they can really hone in and sort of maximize their artwork with these like simple, well, I don't even want to say simple, but just they have a lot more limitations to how they approach their work, but the way they can bring it forward, it's just like it's even more impressive sometimes. Because I know for me, sometimes I think like the more masterful you are, like the more tools you would use, but that's not always the case, right? Look at this guy. I'm noticing a lot more dudes. Now this one, the line art seems more like a pencil drawing, but you can tell it's not like the first draft. There was some drawing or initial sketches underneath. This one is definitely a lot more finished. They could have used like a more inky kind of pen, but they opted for this more pencil kind of look. To me, it's still good. I don't mind it because it's still clean. Even the way it's being hatched, it's not that crazy. Like everything seems defined. There's no ambiguity to it. Yeah, this is the basketball manga anime. I forgot the name. But it's a popular one. Anyway, I want to focus more on the Superman stuff just because. Right? So it's a dog, super dog. No idea what the name is, but licking. I mean, look at that Adam apple. My God. Um, oh, I like how the style of the face is a lot more simplified here, a lot more cute. And I like this when people do this in like manga or comics, where they simplify a scene to sort of evoke a cute vibe to it. Right, and then in the next box they go back to a more like realistic / mature kind of look. It just seems more fun to me. I'm not even sure. This could be like a... no idea. Anyway, let's go for this guy. Right? It's sort of... the anatomy is... it leans more towards the realistic side. So let me just make sure everything is... yeah, I'm trying to fix something in this. Oh shit, escape. Oh my god. I think I accidentally pulled something. Oh my god, my bad. Let me just... sorry. My bad. I was just trying to fix something on this side or in this monitor, but anyway, yeah, look at the drawing for the line art. Not that much. Very simplified. Not much hatching, more focused on like the outer contour lines. And it's not as curvaceous. I do see a lot more straighter lines. So it has that jaggedy look to it. I'm not sure if it's because it's a guy. So you're gonna see more sharper, straighter lines. But I do like the lighting of these. I mean, they're only mainly 2 values, but it just seems very natural. And it's not too heavy on the contrast. You know, knowing where to put like these blacks. I mean, yeah, their hair is black, so that's pretty obvious, but... oh yeah, I'm noticing, yeah, all of the black sort of shapes, they're mainly just on... I mean, you have this part of the shirt, right? But most of the blacks here are like the hair. In the body, when they do add shadow, it's simply a darker color of the local or the main flat color, right? Yeah, the colors just seem a lot more... it's not so crazy. It's more natural looking for some reason. Very cute. Dog licks girl. Girl licks dog. Dog feels some way about it. I'm not sure if they're doing like a part 2 or a new movie where it's focused on Supergirl. I think that's her name. Yeah, I saw like a TikTok post on this specific character, and they showed like a montage of... I think it's from one artist, but I really like the drawing style. Sadly, there was no like name or tag for who the artist was, but it was like a series of photos from like a comic. And the illustrations for this character, Supergirl, just looked so pretty. It felt like a fantasy sort of illustration. But it was like, obviously Supergirl is like a superhero type character, but the way the illustrations were done for that comic, it just looked so like vivid, fantastical, and kind of inspiring, I think. Yeah, I mean, all you have is like 2 panels for this, well, one sort of page, but it's kind of enough, right? You can tell the guy, Green Lantern here, is singing. And then, I forgot this guy's name. It's like the tech guy. And this one's the Hawk Girl. By the way, I do like the way she screamed in the movie. And then she just dropped the freaking guy. Um, and then she said something like, well, I'm not Superman. To me, that was like a super cool thing to say, because obviously Superman is like the nice guy, right? He has like a no killing policy or something. I don't know. Or is that Batman? No idea. But yeah, I like it. Just being able to tell stories in this, like, it doesn't have to be like a full scene, right? Like a full sequence of images. It could be like 2 panels. And that's kind of what attracts me to comics, like short comics, like to the point where it's just like 1 panel to 2 panels. Like you can just tell a story, right? And sometimes that story is just it's a moment. It doesn't have to be like a full thing. Interesting. No idea who this guy is. I'm guessing it's like Superman, but the clone version. I do like the effects of this punch. And even like it has all sorts of colors too in the ends. Even Superman is kind of sketchy, but it works. I guess it's because they're in motion. So I don't feel like it contradicts the scene. Like, I think it's a good look. Yeah. And again, the RGB shift effect. Oh, they're also using a little bit of a blur effect, especially for the hand here and this guy's like face and body. Pretty cool. So Superman with the dog, his cousin, I'm guessing with the baby version of this dog. Not sure where the dog comes from. Yeah. Yeah, and I think she's supposed to be like the older one. Older than Superman, but she came late to Earth. That's kind of my understanding. Because he was like busy with something else, or she was, I forgot, but yeah, she was supposed to be the one taking care of this guy, Superman, but you know, things happen, right? So this is Clark Kent, basically Superman, with him being, you know, the journalist version of himself. And I believe there's something like his glasses apparently are like special, and that's what makes people not think it's Superman. That's my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but oh, for this part you can see some areas here where they do have some black fill-ins, so it's not just in the hair, right? I mean, it kind of makes sense for these parts, like where it's you know, to indicate like ambient occlusion, right? Basically areas where light has a hard time sort of penetrating. But look at this whole thing in the back. It's so flat, like you don't have a lot of strokes in there. Like it almost seems like you're mainly using the bucket tool or the lasso fill tool or selection tool, because almost all of the edges here are like super like sharp, almost, you know, precise, and I don't see a lot of brush or brush work, right, for custom brushes. A very clean look. You know, it kind of makes sense why it's mostly used in the comics, manga. It just saves time. Although I think for webtoons, they don't use a lot of texture, unlike in manga, right? You have like the halftones and stuff like that. Cool. And the ink work isn't as intensive as like most comics, like Western comics, where like each page almost seems like a work of art, right? Because it's so detailed often. Yeah, yeah. And I guess it's the going back and forth between like these beautiful shots. I mean, look at this guy. He looks so freaking magnificent. And it's him being dragged around by this dog. So I'm guessing this was the first part of the movie where he was being well, he was basically almost dead, but or essentially beaten up by another guy, or his clone essentially. But he had to call help from his dog. So hey, look at how cute these drawings are, right? It's not even that detailed, but it just seems fun, right? Why is he so pretty? Fuck. And look at that Adam's apple. Oh, let's go back. Look at that Adam's apple. It's so freaking like gonna poke me, right? Oh yeah. Oh, and the ring finger, kawaii. K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm guessing there will be some kind of part 2. Who knows? I like the contrast. She's way more everything. She's wearing white, a lot more colorful. For this guy, just black, right? But you do see a different, a nice range of values as well. So it's not boring to look at, even if they're wearing all the same like shade essentially. It reminds me of like the wardrobe of Anakin Skywalker. Like before he was even Darth Vader, he always liked wearing darker colors. But it looked cool because they were not all the same shade, right? Clearly a lot more desaturated, a lot more darker, but it just felt cool, or looked cool. Yeah, and again, hardly any hatching here, just contour work. What is going on? Okay, so you're kind of having their moment. He grabs her leg, and now she's blushing. Very webtoon-esque. And look at the line work. It's not. It almost looks like a round brush was used, like a basic brush. Like you can even see a little bit of opacity in like the edge of those strokes or line strokes. And the line itself it isn't that black or heavy. It kind of blends a little bit with the colors underneath. So I don't know. It's a nice clean look. I like it. Oh my god. Oh, look at them feet. There you go. Even, yeah, there is some stylization in the face, but it's semi-realistic at this point. Same thing with the body. Even the sand looks pretty cool. She's doing his makeup. Oh, by the way, that's kind of my toe, where the second toe is longer than the big toe. Or my big toe is shorter than everything else. Well, not everything else, but just shorter than the second toe. Like whenever I see feet that's where the big toe is the longest one, it kind of bothers me. Obviously, I'm used to my own feet. So whenever I see like what people call normal feet, where the big toe is longer, I'm like, I don't know. Am I weird? Oh, by the way, if you look at most Greek statues, their second toe was longer than the big toe. So we're like or I'm like, or if you're just like me, we're peak beauty. So I'm just saying, you know, Greek statues, like I would be considered a god in Greece. Essentially. Anyway, let's go back to reality. Yeah, like even the expression of her, like Pinky, you know, she's being very delicate with her, or with his, what is it, eyeshadow, the thing you put above your eye, just below the eyebrow but above your actual like eye. Oh yeah, line strokes, it seems a little more pencil-esque. Like it's not an inked line, it's like a dark pencil, but there's a little bit of texture in there. Like it has a grittier look to it. Like you will see in some parts there's like an opening or openings here and there. So that's so hot. And wearing those shorts on top of him, that's so risky. Come on. One day. Oh my. What is happening? No, 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 no. Okay, oh, of course. Damn, dangerous. Oh, they do have some comics here. Now, I can't read Korean, but... So if you're Korean, I do recommend you check out their work. Right, because you can probably enjoy it a bit more. Oh, wow. Kawaii. Very cute. Very demure. Oh. Ooh. Play with me. Oh, there you go. I do like Toji just because it's... Oh, wait, this one's kind of cool. So it's Toji with his wife. I haven't actually seen her in the anime. Maybe they're in the manga. Oh, look at them feet. There you go. Toji's living the dream. Got some wine, got some... Your girl over here on top of you with her feet out. Oh, there you go. Okay, height difference. That's always a thing for women. You have to be at least like 1 foot larger or taller. That's like the perfect height difference. And obviously she's wearing like your shirt, so it's kind of oversized. He's wearing like an apron. So yeah, he's masculine, but he has like a feminine side when he can cook. So he's not like a toxic. Which is funny because Toji is kind of a dick, right? In the anime. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm guessing those pants are a bit down. There you go. No, 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 no. But look at the line work. It's not even... Again, do you see hatching? I don't see any hatching. It's complemented by the shadow work. I mean, look at the shape of these shadows. Like the way it's all connected. It just looks like... It feels like it has volume. Even if the colors, like in this part over here, like it's all... Like you can see like non-rendered areas where it's basically flat. But I think these shadows are just well placed. That it can just elevate and make it look more. Even for this forearm for Toji over here, look at that. It just feels more rounded when you add those shadows. Look at them feet. Come on. Yeah. So I'm guessing this is... I forgot the kid's name. But yeah. This would be Gojo, right? If you look at the proportions, a lot more realistic. The Toji in the bathhouse. Oh no, no, no. What the fuck? Okay, let's take it easy. Alright. Even if it's black and white, I think adding RGB shift still works, right? There's just something cool about it. And look at the line work. There's a bit of texture in there. They're maybe using like a pencil, charcoal kind of brush to do that. But I like how the strokes are a bit minimal. No hatching. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna stop the review here. I'm gonna leave this page. Oh wow, they're cute. In the description below. And this one has a ton of texture. Especially for the clothing. It's some kind of paper texture. Nice tattoos. Oh, it's so cute. Isn't it sad, especially for single, and you see stuff like these? Like, I'm not sure if I should like celebrate or just crash out. Yeah, I'm gonna link this page. I'm gonna link this page in the description below, and I'll see you. I mean, look at her. And that's so cute. How about this one? Like this could be my girl somewhere, right? Oh, I'm getting sad, so I'm gonna end the review here. Yeah, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.